Okay, so here we are. We're gonna get some light in here. It's the next day. I noticed after I edited this last video, you can hear me breathing the microphone really bad. That's this microphone. It's so close to my damn face, I need to get another attachment for it. So I'm gonna do that today so we don't keep having that issue. It's so sensitive, it's causing a problem. So, basically what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna pull the pan off. You can see it's all 10 mil, well maybe. Almost all 10 mil, there's a couple Torx on there. And we'll go along and zip all that stuff off. We're gonna have to unplug, what is that, the sump motor? Something. We're gonna have to unplug that, we're gonna have to unplug the level sensor and all that stuff. And just, there's a few of the 10 mil bolts that are holding wires and stuff on the front of it. We're just gonna pull that off. It shouldn't be too big of a deal with little impact. It should take about 10 or 15 minutes. And then once we do that, we're gonna start pulling bearings to see. Now, ACL dropped the ball on shipping the bearings. However, I did find somebody that has them in stock and they can ship them out like right now. So we'll just have to pull them apart for right now and stick them back on her one at a time. It'll take a little longer, but I want to be able to show you guys today in this video if that was the rod knocking sound. Okay, so just been kind of taking my time with it. It was actually easier to get the subframe off than it was the oil pan. There's just so much to this. So the problem is now we got everything off except for these. There's 4 bolts that are inset and they're T30s. And these inner 2 are deeper than, for one, they're deeper than my Torx screwdriver. And they're also deeper than my T30 deep socket by about 1/4 of an inch. Sweet, huh? You just gotta love that one. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to run to the store. I hate to even do that, afraid to get the freaking virus. But we're gonna have to do that. That's the last 2 bolts and it's out. And I think what I might do is go ahead and finger 1 bolt back in just in case it takes a little, in case it pops off the front while we're not here. But the subframe laying down should work fine. Also the rod bearings, they're ACL like isn't shipping stuff right now. It took that long for the company to tell me that I ordered them from that they're not. It took 7 days to get the news back that, oh, they're closed. We're sorry. So I found a guy on eBay that has them in stock, or a company that has them in stock, and they're sending them out as soon as freaking possible, he said. So today's Wednesday. We might have it by Saturday. It's gonna be close, Saturday or Monday. And I hate that, but I guess what we're doing for right now is going on a hunting expedition, trying to find a very long T30, either a bit or even a T-handle will work. I don't know anybody around here that has that. We're gonna need to, if I borrowed it, I needed again to put this all back together with, so I'd rather just buy one, or if I had to buy a set, they're not insane money, we'll do that, and that's it. So let's go try to find that now, hopefully back here in a couple seconds with the right tool. Okay, so we're back. It's the next day. This thing's taking forever because there's so much other crap I need to do in the middle of this. And I think we're ready at this point, make sure the mic's working. Ready at this point to pull the oil pickup tube off. Now, there's a few tricks about getting this oil pan off. There's a bell housing bolt. It's actually hanging right here with the wrench still on it. Bell housing bolt right here. And that actually hits a bracket, so I had to take the bracket off to get that last one out. We'll put that over here. We're not gonna lose it. And we're gonna find our impact. I would say the biggest problem, there's so many damn tools out, is keeping track of everything. Let me see here. There it is. So I had to borrow a T-handle, Torx number 30, that was longer than the ones I had to get that bolt out. So I did that. Went and ordered a whole set. So if we ever have to do this again, or need that again, it's not gonna be a problem. Now, where in the hell did I put the rag? There it is. Let's go ahead and zip this stuff off. We're gonna have to get this pickup tube off to get to everything. And just looking real quick, the guide up here is not broken. Like you guys said, we should replace that. If we see anything wrong with it, I'll definitely do that. Let me look here. So we got a bolt holding right here. Is that all? We got a Torx right there, and the rest of those are Torx. So let's separate that. Put that right there. Our T30's right there. Oh, well, I don't like that shirt anyway, right? Luckily, it's already black, and it looks like I pissed myself black here. That's disgusting oil. Somebody's definitely not changed that correctly. It's like black as black could freaking be. So we need a new shirt. We need some more microfibers. All right, I think that's all of them. Oh. Well, I mean, I tell you what, I'm glad we coated the floor before things got to this point. Oh yeah. Well, there we go. So a lot of you guys are asking me what I'm gonna do working on car videos all the time. Well, unfortunately, that's not the way YouTube works. That's not what pays the bills. That's not what makes the channel run in the least bit. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Doing stupid talking videos and stuff like that is what turns the views and turns the money. And this is more like for you guys. In fact, I should have put this on the, man, freaking mess. Should have put this on the membership, really. But it's a little late for that now. All right. I'm sorry, but this video is going to be a day late because there's just no way that this is going to be uploaded in time to go up today. All right, so using a 12 millimeter 12 point, we pull number 9 out. We pull the bolts out number 9. There's number 9 rod bearing. And I can tell you right now, whoop, we cannot get that mixed up. Absolutely cannot get that mixed up. Let's see if there's markings to keep us from doing that. These are actually broken. They're hit with a hammer and broken from the factory. That's how they separate them. See how jagged that is? And that's the situation. But look, we're not down to copper yet, but we're getting pretty damn close. So that's the top, and these have to go on exactly like you took them off. So let's try to find some kind of marker or I need a paint pen. I don't know if I have that. Let's do some looking. All right, so here's number 9, or this is number 10. We just did number 9. Definitely not looking too good, but no copper. This one's it's got a little spot right there. Just got a little trace of copper. Definitely some funky wear patterns on that. And all I'm doing here is the bearings aren't here tonight. But I want to get this damn video. You guys are yelling at me to hurry up and get the video done. We're just putting them back on, barely snug, just like I roll it over by hand. This number 7. I know I'm using an impact, but who cares? He gets a rat's ass for putting only bolts and everything back in it. It's not gonna hurt anything to do that. So everybody says this one's about the same. Definitely got some funky wear to it. Jesus Christ. Light's too bright. There you go. There you are. So these are the bottoms. I'm not taking the tops out right now. Just trying to show you guys, and when we replace them, we'll shoot another little video of doing it, and then we can line them all up next to each other. But a lot of you guys are about to choke me because you're all sitting at home with nothing to do. Want to see the outcome of this engine. All right. Number 8 coming off. Here's number 8 right there. Touch the screen so it'll focus. About the same as all the rest of them. Definitely got some funky wear patterns on them, that's for sure. Well, you're saying, this is really easy, Nathan. Well, it is. The hardest part's definitely getting to this point. Top, that one's pretty much the same exact way. This one's actually probably one of the better looking ones. Eesh. Oily. This one's about the same way. Hopefully you can see that. It's just like the last one. It wasn't really bad at all. Well, I mean, it doesn't look good. Like for a Honda engine, you pull this apart at this mileage, look like you just put them in there. But there again, that's not making 500 horsepower and it's not a V engine. Well, it could be a V6 and be a Honda, but. All right. All right. All right. Same way, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Looks same as the last three. All the ones in the middle seem to be good. I think we're going to find is the bearings on the end are going to have more wear, and that's consistent with what you've been seeing other people doing this job come down to, which you would think would be the ones in the middle that were bad or the worst. Obviously, we can't see them on top, but 9 times out of 10, the top looks the same as the bottom. Right? So big. That one's, I don't know if you can see it or not here. I'll come around here and make sure it focuses. See how this one's worn kind of all in the middle, if you could even see that. The light's a little too bright. Turn that heifer down. And you can see in the middle of it here how it has wear from right here all the way over to right there. That one could have been knocking. I started to see a little bit of brass on it, or copper on it. Brass, I believe, is actually the proper thing. And hopefully we don't. And hopefully we don't need a crank, because I don't think a crank's really available for this. Something's going on with this one. No? That one's got some funky wear. Real funky wear marks on that. Look at that. Interesting. Last one. You can see here. Got some pretty sufficient wear. That might be knocking. That's pretty bad wear, actually. You can see it's getting down almost to the copper. Could that rattle on cold start? Well, could. Was it? Well, don't really know. And this one's the last one. So we could just finger tighten this back in. And this will be our starting point. We put the new bearings in, all right? there it is. So the engine's good. 22 minutes on the camera. It's not too bad. We'll edit all that down, do all that. Good Lord. Look at the gravy on the floor. We'll have to get our little gauge set up. Somebody was saying magnetize it to the crank pulley. And we'll have to look at the procedure on testing the Vanos pump gear, which is right there. You just can't tell by looking at it. And there's adjustment. I have to look up on how to do the hose, but I think the hose is that fitting right there, and that goes up. So I think we're gonna have to, the way it looks, probably pull the Vanos pump off to do it. But we'll look at all that before we jump into that. That'll be the last thing we do. Oil pan's over here. And clean all that up, check that for any kind of metal shavings. You know, this car supposedly had the oil sent off to check for bearing material. There was none. There should have been some in there. Bearings looking like that. But there again, that's not 100%. So the bottom line is, if you have one of these cars and you have not done this job, you need to do it. This should be the first thing, unless you have documentation showing that it's been done, you have to do it. If not, it's gonna grenade. It's gonna be real bad news. So it's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back very soon with the actual replacement, and we'll put the Vanos hose and all that crap in. We'll see you all later.